Did y'all know that depending on what moon phase you were born under can kind of tell what kind of person you're going to be and the spiritual energy of your life? I personally think that that's amazing, very freaking cool to talk about. So what we're going to do today is we're going to talk about what it means for you to be born under each moon phase. So obviously I'm going to be covering all the moon phases. Depending on which one you were born is going to tell what kind of spiritual effect it has on you and your personality and your general spiritual energy throughout life. Quick little fun fact before I begin. Did y'all know that if your sun sign and your moon sign are both sister signs, so if your sun is Cancer and your moon is Capricorn, or if your sun is Libra and your moon is Aries, that you were most likely born under a full moon? So if you are someone with sister signs just like that, let me know if you were born under the full moon. But then anyway, let's get started with the first moon phase, which is the new moon right here, immediately pointing towards the fact that you might be someone who is very psychic deep down inside. If you were born under the new moon, this means that you are somebody who has a lot of thoughts in your head, obviously, but more so just the cloudiness of thinking so much about everyone, everything, and not only just that, but also on your plans. You think about your plans a lot. Because the new moon gives off Aries energy, this is somebody who is really passionate about the things that they love. They really want to go after it all, and they rarely have as much patience as they're supposed to, but it's only because they're so excited to get everything done in their favor. If you were born under the new moon, embrace being different because you genuinely are. Embrace your rare ideas, embrace everything about you that screams unique and different, because it's going to make a change, a very positive change in this world and within yourself. Oh, and also, it is said that if you were born under the new moon, your sun sign and your moon sign will be the same. And it's funny because I was born on the ass crack of a new moon and my sun and my moon are the same, so I guess it is true. But then anyway, the next moon phase here is the waxing crescent, which is responsible for starting up those wonderful ideas that you have and really getting them into motion. So you might be someone who moves a little slower than others. Of course, because this moon phase has the energy of Taurus and Gemini there, it does show that your thoughts and ideas are going to be very vivacious, very out there, very different, but that you are going to be slow moving while making it all happen in your favor. You have to be okay with sticking with your own values and not following what everyone and their mama is doing just because you think that you should. You have a lot of potential to make a lot of big and amazing things happen, work out in your life. But it really all goes down to how committed you are to this, because in order to make all of these things happen, you have to put all of your energy into it in the best way possible. Be prepared for growth coming through within your life, but also to maintain that inspiration that you have within yourself. Meanwhile, tons of opportunity head your way. Okay guys, so being born under the first quarter moon phase is said to be one of the most difficult moon phases to be born under, because there is a lot of tension here. You're stuck in the middle of staying in one place or moving forward onto another. Because this specific moon phase embodies the traits of a Cancer, you have to learn how to crawl out of your own shell and to get up and to make real things happen within your life, as opposed to residing in the darkness. Just like a developed Cancer would, you have to be okay with dealing with the shitty sides of yourself in order to become better. If you keep running from the darkness, you're only going to keep running in circles, so be okay with facing the obstacles, taking responsibility and initiative to create more for your life, just like your polar opposite, Capricorn. A developed Cancer is never going to victim blame for things that they can change. They're simply going to take responsibility and make things happen, so make it happen. And don't hold resentment to those who did not help you on your way to success, because you're successful now. Don't hold it against them. Just be proud of your accomplishments. If you were born under the waxing gibbous moon phase, this might mean that your life has been full of unpredictability. Life has been up and down, up and down, up and down, meaning that anytime that you had a goal or something was coming your way, something might have stopped it, something might have changed it, but just something has always been like this, literally up and down. But regardless of it being up and down, because this moon phase specifically holds the energy of Virgo and Leo, this means that even throughout any kind of discomfort or whatever throughout your life, you always persevered past all the bullshit. You had the confidence, you had the smarts, you had everything that you needed inside of you to overcome any obstacle, so nothing was ever an option. And that's also why this moon phase is known to be one of the easiest ones to deal with. It's because it's literally meant to work in your favor, and that's exactly what you're supposed to be doing if you were born under this moon phase right here. You gotta make every negative into a positive, you gotta make every down into an up, whatever it is, but embrace your smarts, because this moon also produces a lot of very smart people. You naturally have a very good positive attitude about everything, just like you should, so keep maintaining that for yourself. Being born under the full moon simply means that your energy is right out there for everyone to see, because your energy is heightened. All of the emotions you have are heightened. Your personality is strong, heightened, everything. And because the full moon has the traits of Libra, this means that you might be somebody who's very social, loves to have relationships, loves to just balance your love life with your friendships, you know, things like that. Like, you're very everywhere in a good way. But it can also cause for some heaviness because you have to carry the weight of everyone's energy, including your own. Meanwhile, fighting with your intuition to see if someone's a good person, a bad person, the energy's off, is it not off, you know, things like that. So it's kind of like up and down as well, but more stabilized in the way that you're going to be shown exactly what you need to see. You never have to worry about something being hidden from you. Other people are going to be a main factor in your life, so if you are getting constructive criticism from them, please do apply it to the best of your ability. Meanwhile, witnessing the lessons that people around you are facing and learn from them so that you don't have to experience them. If you're wise about what you learn from people just by watching them, you're going to go a far way in life. And it's going to be super easy and peaceful for you. Being born under the waning gibbous moon phase simply means that you are somebody who is quite reasonable. You've learned from the emotions that you've been through, you've seen everything, all that stuff, but now you're calming down, relaxing, just looking upon everything within your life and reflecting on all the things that you've been through. With this moon phase right here having traits of Scorpio and Sagittarius, you might be somebody who undergoes a lot of mental or spiritual, physical, emotional transformation, meanwhile implementing new ideas, new trends, you know, things to help people on. You are somebody who uses that transformation to see the bigger picture and to help others see that bigger picture as well. Being born under this moon phase as well means that you are very naturally lucky. And success is very natural for you because all of the ideas that you have bounce off of one another. And you're always able to come up with more and more and more to jump off of, you know, to help other people with, things like that. You might have the small problem of prioritizing the wrong things, or maybe not prioritizing things you should be prioritizing. So if you do notice that you are focusing too much on one area of your life instead of the other, make sure to take a step back and to focus on both equally. General life improvement comes from focusing on all areas, meanwhile allowing for all of your blessings to come in for you. If you were born under the third quarter moon, you are one ambitious bitch. Having the traits of a Capricorn, this moon phase right here calls for you to be someone who naturally strives for success, but not only just strives for it, you get success. Like, you are successful, bruh. You are meant to change the game in the sense of a larger picture in business and all the stuff that requires money, requires, you know, like getting somewhere in terms of a status. This will be very easy for you to do because those big ideas are always jumping through your head for you to share them somewhere, for you to tell somebody about them, and for you to act on them. Pay attention to what thoughts and ideas serve you. If they don't serve you, let them go, because that's also what this moon phase right here is about. It's about letting go of the old shit. You outgrow a lot of things within your life, naturally speaking. So if you do find yourself having a lot of good ideas or whatever, or even situations that you've been a part of that you find that you just no longer want to associate yourself with them anymore, do not be afraid to let them go. Because as you are letting them go, even better is going to be coming in for you. As you outgrow things quickly, don't be afraid to move on. You also have the energy of a true caregiver. So if you are someone who really cares about people around you, do not be afraid to take your time, because this moon phase right here does take up a lot of energy with that. There's just always a lot of movement going through you. So just take it slow. It's going to be okay. You're going to be successful. And you're going to allow yourself to move past any of the bullshit that no longer serves you. If you were born under the waning crescent, this is kind of like the new moon sister in terms of psychic abilities, because that intuition is going to be at an all-time high in terms of energy as well. You're going to be absorbing the fuck out of it. Because this moon phase has traits of Aquarius and Pisces, this one right here calls for you to have all of that energy inside of yourself, and sometimes you don't even notice that you do. You might feel so overwhelmed by the way that you're feeling, by the energies that you pick up, by the way that other people are feeling, which is why you have to take it all the way slow, because right here, this is where all of those underlying emotions are within you that you don't even notice that you have. You are seriously intuitive and you might not even know it. You make moves and progress in your life at a very slow rate, but it all depends on how willing you are to learn and accept the lessons that you have been taught throughout your life. If you keep fighting all of the shit that you're seeing, you know, it's going to be a little difficult for you to understand exactly what you're supposed to be getting out of your life. But if you do learn how to differentiate between your ego and your soul, how to listen to your intuition over anything else, you are going to get very far in life. It's all about paying attention to what you feel with this moon phase right here. Be wise about what you do for yourself and for your loved ones, because in the future, that energy is going to be felt by generations in your family to come. Choose wisely, but don't be afraid to go with what you feel. Well, that's basically it, y'all, for all of the moon phases. If you're born under any of these, which you definitely are, learn from what I'm teaching you and use it to the best of your ability. Make your life even better than it already is. Good vibes for everyone.